I don't even know how to start telling this story. So anyway, it's Tuesday, and I had some friends come over to join me, and we went out for a few drinks, and then we went for a lovely meal. And we were in this Chinese restaurant, and we had a fabulous meal, and there was a young couple in there that were foreign. I didn't know where they were from. And we were going to take a selfie of us. And the girl, probably, I don't know, early 30s, offered to come over and take a picture of us. So I gave her my phone and she took a picture, and the picture was great. And then they carried on with their meal and we carried on with our meal and all that kind of stuff. And then I went outside with this lady that I was with, just talking. And then this couple came out and they were like really enjoying themselves and really happy. And they said, "Would you take a picture of us? Come on, let's take a picture." So I took a picture of them with their phone. And then they said, "Come on, take a picture of you." So I called this lady over that I was with, and they wanted to do a selfie with us. And so the guy was pointing the camera at us, and the girl was with us, and we were all enjoying ourselves. And at some split second, it just didn't make sense. This girl was like literally all over us. And I thought, she's a pickpocket. So anyway, I pushed the woman that I was with, I pushed her out the way, and then I pushed the girl out the way, and I said, "Right, that's enough, you got to go now." The first thing I did was check my pocket for my credit card, and it was fine. So I felt safe. And then the next thing that I thought was, God, where's my phone? And I'm thinking, I really hope that I left my mobile phone on the table. So anyway, they ran off into the car and drove off like two happy teenagers, like they'd, just like discovered love. And I thought, this is just a bit odd. So I went over to the lady that I was with and I said, that was just really wrong. I said, they were pickpockets. I'm sure they were. Check your bag, whatever. And everything was fine. So anyway, we went back to the table, and thankfully my phone was on the table, and everything was fine, and we carried on eating and enjoying our evening and all that sort of stuff. And then there came a time when I don't know what it was. There was a question about what time is it, and I went to check my my watch, and she got my watch. And do you know what? I was warned when I came to Benidorm, don't wear any valuables out. And if I ever go down the strip, I'll always take my watch off and my necklace off and my ring off. But I thought I was safe, because literally this was a Chinese restaurant over the road from the campsite. This wasn't on the strip. But And I'm only making this video now to just capture the moment, because I know it's not going to come across right. I've had a couple of drinks, and, you might be watching this thinking, oh, well, you shouldn't have had a few drinks and blah, blah, blah. But you know what? She was so good. She was unbelievably good. My watch wasn't an easy watch to steal. You literally needed to pull up a clasp and then rip back another clasp and then slide it off my wrist. It didn't just come undone. And she clocked us. She clocked us when we sat down at the table, and that's why she wanted to take a picture of us so that she could get in close to us. And I'm only making this video just to warn you guys. If you come into Benidorm, just be careful. honestly, just be careful. There are some really horrible people out there that will ruin your holiday. And you just got to be careful because, you know, we're not on the strip here. We are not on the strip. We are 25 minutes away from the strip. And this young couple that seemed to be just sat there having a nice meal, you know, enjoying the night, enjoying each other's company. Literally, they just sat there waiting for somebody to steal from. And I'm absolutely mortified. I've got no words. I don't even know what to say, honestly. But so anyway, I've been to the campsite reception and I've asked for the number of the police, and they said that I need to go there tomorrow. So I need to go to the police station tomorrow to report it. Not that that will do any good. They won't catch these people. But I really hope that this doesn't put anybody off coming to Benidorm, because Benidorm is an amazing place, but these scumbags are rife. They're everywhere. I believed that they were only on the strip, but they're not. They're everywhere. They are literally everywhere, and you've got to be so careful. And I thought I was careful. I thought that I saw it coming, but do you know what? They are so good. So anyway, I'll go to the police station tomorrow, and I'm sure if it's anything like the UK, they'll just give me a crime number because they've got no chance of catching them, and then we'll take it from there. But if you know me, you know what the watch was, and they knew what the watch was. You know, they knew it wasn't like a 50 quid Timex. So I've got no words. Honestly, I've got no words. It's been about, I don't know, an hour and a half since it happened, and literally I've got no words. And the funny thing is, you know, as I say, whenever I go out, I always take all my jewellery off because I've been warned, and I thought I was safe here, but honestly, these scumbags are everywhere. So just be careful. If you're coming to Benidorm, just be careful, because they're brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. They will catch you. As safe as you think you are, and as clever as you think you are, trust me, they are brilliant. They will catch you. So what can I say? So anyway, I'm going to stop the video here because I'll probably pick it up tomorrow after I've spoken to the police, and then we'll see what they say. But I don't hold out much hope. Right, so it's the next morning, and as you can probably imagine, I haven't really had any real sleep last night because I've just been going over and over and over it in my brain and replaying it. So my watch is gone. Okay, that's that, and I'll come back to the watch at the end of this video because there is some good news. But the thing that I've spent a lot of time tossing and turning about last night, is my phone. Now I've got my phone, so you know it's not like she's taken my phone, so that's fine. But when she came over and said, I shall I take your pictures? Because we were just about to take a selfie, and she said, would you like me to take your picture? And I'm sure she's done that a million times before, and I'm sure that was always part of her plan. So I handed her my phone, and then we spent probably 5 or 10 seconds getting into the right position, the right pose in this restaurant. So she had her phone in my hands for 5 or 10 seconds. Now, the thing that I'm really worried about is, did she do something to my phone in that time? And I don't know what she could have done to that phone, whether she could have typed in some sort of code that gives her the ability to clone my SIM card. I don't know if she didn't have a little USB device in her hands and insert it into my phone to upload some sort of malware or virus to it that may give her the ability to access it remotely. I don't know. So the current situation is my phone is switched off in airplane mode as well, and I won't turn it back on again until I'm absolutely confident that there's no risk. But anyway, yeah, so it is what it is, and the thing that I'm really gutted about is, I always class myself as a very aware, situationally aware person, just because of the job that I do. And whenever I have customers come visiting in London, the first thing I always do, if they're foreign visitors, the first thing I always do is give them a bit of a safety brief and tell them what not to do and all that kind of stuff. And as I said last night, whenever I go out into the town, I always take all my jewellery off, because my friends warned me. And it's only because we were just literally over the road at a local restaurant, way out of the town, that I never even considered it. So, there you go. So anyway, as a follow-on, and there is some good news, if you can actually have some good news out of this. My watch that she stole was actually a fake. I'm not stupid enough to wear the real one. So what I did when I first bought this watch, and I'll just stick a little picture up here of the watch, and it was a beautiful watch, and it's the nicest watch that I own. But because this watch is so expensive, I very rarely ever take it out of its box. But I love the watch, and I love wearing the watch. So what I did, about 3 years ago, I bought an absolute replica of this watch. Because, as I say, I love wearing it, and I've had so many comments about my watch, because it is just an incredible looking watch. But 9 times out of 10, I never ever wear the real one. So there you go. So that's a little bit of good news. Last night I was just absolutely mortified, but waking up this morning, I thought to myself, if all I've lost, if the only thing that I've lost is this copy that cost me, I don't know, I think it was about £150. And okay, yeah, nobody wants to lose anything nobody wants to lose anything, do they, to any of these guys? But I've had it 3 years, and it cost me £150. And at least I can actually say, thankfully I had the wherewithal to not bring the real one. Because honestly, if I'd have lost the real one, I don't think I'd be making this video. The real one, well, I won't tell you the value. You can probably even guess the value, but yeah. Anyway, so hopefully my phone's okay. I'm speaking to a few very technical people that I know, and they're kind of looking into the risks of potentially what's happened. And when I'm happy that I can switch my phone back on, even if I have to reset it back to factory default settings and start again, which is a massive pain because all the apps on it and everything, but I can't risk my phone being compromised. So as I say, if my next step with my phone is to reset it and then spend months installing all the apps again and all the security settings and all that sort of stuff, then so be it. And the watch, well, okay, she's got away with a 150 quid watch, which, yeah, that's what it is. So at least there is some good news. I won't bother going to the police. There's no point. There's absolutely no point. But if you're in Benidorm and you get approached by a young couple, especially, I mean, there's lots and lots of people here that will try and steal from you, so just be careful. But so this couple, they were, I said last night, early 30s. They probably weren't early 30s. They were probably mid 20s. They reckoned that they were from Moldova, but I don't know. They didn't really look Eastern European. They actually looked more Indian in actual fact, but they definitely didn't sound Indian. But anyway, young couple, dark skin. She had long brown hair, slim, probably a size 10, round about 5'4". He was again slim, probably around about 5'7", 5'8", dark hair. And they ran off, as I say, seemingly quite happy, seemingly, off to enjoy the rest of their night. And they jumped into an Audi A1 that was two-tone. It was light grey on the bottom, and then it had a dark grey or black roof. And then they drove off down the hill towards Benidorm Palace into towards the Strip. So if you're coming to Benidorm and you do come across a couple like that, then my advice is ask them if they've got a Rolex Yachtmaster for sale and try buy it off them, and don't give them any more than 50 quid for it, because it's not real. So there you go. Hopefully it's a lesson that I've learned. It is a lesson I've learned, and hopefully all it's cost me is this watch. There you go. So sorry it's not the usual happy seaside beachfront video, but life isn't all good news, is it? So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching this, and if you're not already subscribed, then please think about subscribing. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now.